Hi, I'm Pattu from freefincal. I'm working on a market timing article with uh, the gilt data. That is I'm going to use the 10-year bond yields and a gilt index to create the market timing backtest. And while doing that, I realized I could create a video on how to extract date and show you some Excel tips and tricks on how to do it fast. So this is the 10-year bond yield, the historical data that's available at investing.com, and I'm going to show you how to extract this data. But before that, I had asked a few videos ago, excuse me about that, I had asked a few videos ago about questions that you may have on rebalancing and so on. So I have done a back test on when should I rebalance my portfolio. I have answered many, if not all, of your questions. So I have to make a video on this. I will do it probably tomorrow. But before I do that, I would request you to please go to this post, when should I rebalance my portfolio. It's the top post at freefincal.com. I'll try to leave the link in the description and in the first comment. And please go through the backtest, and then I'll make the video. If you have any questions about this backtest, please leave them as comments and I'll try to add them into the video when I make them. Alright, so I'm going to show you some tricks on how to get this data. So this is not going to be about the bond yield data. I'm just going to show you how to extract this data. I'm going to switch this setting. You can get daily data, weekly data, monthly data. I'm going to switch this to monthly data. I don't care about the number of data sets. I'm just going to copy about 3 sets. That should do. Copy this down to Excel. There you go. That's the data. Now, the problem that you see here is just a moment. If you get this monthly data, it's I didn't realize that. Okay, so if you get this monthly data, you see here, this says 1/6/2020. Is this a proper date? And the way to know that is, sorry, I got a little lost there. The way to know it is if you click on that cell and go to this format here, that cell date shows as a number here. You can see here that cell date actually shows as 43,983. This is an Excel number for the date, and if this number shows up, you're fine. But when you go to daily data, things change a lot. Now if I go here and copy this, and now you can see here Excel makes this very difficult. They don't want, investing.com doesn't want us to extract data like this, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So now if you go here, it says June 10th, 2020, and it's got all these command formats. And if you go to this format, you can still, it is not a number. You can't use this number. You can't plot. This is not a proper Excel date. So I'm going to show you how to extract this date. I don't want all this information. So I'm just going to, delete this. So the first thing is that the first command is I'm going to extract the month. So I'm going to give this, I'm going to say left of this cell, comma 3 characters from the left, and that's going to give me the June. And then I'm going to say mid of this cell, starting from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th character. Give me 2 characters out. That's going to give me the date, which is the 10th. And then I'm going to say right of this guy here, and four characters from the right, and that's going to give me the year. And this June cannot be used on a date, so I need to have a way to convert this June into number 6. So there's a very simple way to do it. I'm just going to unzoom this a little bit. So the way to do it is to write here, and so you can write the short forms: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Write the month name correspondingly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then I'm going to show you a command which is literally a lifesaver for me in so many situations. It's called the index and match command. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out, this is a data array. So I'm going to match this June entry in this column of the data array, and I'm going to give the get the corresponding entry in the second column. That is, when I match June, I should get 6. So to do that, I'm going to use the index command, index of this array. This array is fixed. Then I'm going to add a command inside that, match this cell, comma, in this array, and make it an exact match, 0. And after you match, give me the corresponding entry in the second column. So it's a 2-column array. I need the second column, and that's going to give me the number 6. It says 600% because of the formatting. If I just convert that into the number, it will become 6. So it's June is going to be 6, and I need to actually, all I need to do is now lock these cells. So select them and press F. Sorry, oops. That's my son's cosmic something. He's watching some astronomy videos. How do I? Okay, function. Okay, this is a new keyboard. This is my wife's computer, so I need to learn. So F4. F4. There we go. That's it. And now, so I got the month correspondingly. So now I need to construct a date. So to do that, I will say date of this year, comma, this month, comma, this day, and that's going to give me the proper Excel date. So that's it. So all I need to now do is copy this down to all the data cells, and it will automatically give me 865. So if you go back here, so I have to copy everything down. Copying is a pain. You may want to know if I'll get the month correctly. So for example, I can just take some random date here and go back here and press that. So I don't need all this. Delete that. And if you go here, so it'll give me 28/5. So it'll give me the right date. So I can now use this date, and I have the price data, that is the yield data. With that, I will be able to plot it. I will be able to create data with it, and whatever and so on. So these are some nice Excel formula that I use. I use the left, so to get the characters from the left. I use the mid to get the characters from the middle. I use the right to get the characters from the right. Then I use the index and match function to take one value from an array and get me the corresponding entry in the next column or whatever. Then I use the date function. So you see how so many functions are necessary to get just the date, but that's how it is. Amusingly, the reason why I got confused at the start of the video is because I didn't realize investing.com makes it so difficult to get the daily data. But if you use the monthly data, it is able to give you the correct date. If I copy this monthly date, let me just do that again. So if I copy this monthly date and paste it, so now if I click on that, it says 1/5/2020 correctly. I don't need to format this, but this it says May 28, 2020. I can't work with that. I have never tried monthly data before this. So weekly data, let me check. Weekly data may also be a problem, I think. If I go to weekly data again, so weekly data it says June 7, comma. So again for weekly data, I need to do this kind of formatting. So I can try that here. You can just see if that works still. So go here. And there you go, 7/6/2020. So you got that right. So that's how you do it. So if you want to learn more such tips, tricks, I must remember to do it, let me know. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.